Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's your boys EGlaze. That's Maceo. It's the crush on a Wednesday, on a Thursday. You know,
On a Thursday. This the eve of one of my favorite people's birthday. You know what I'm
yes, sir.
saying? He
Yes, sir.
coming up. He getting
Hey,
ready to join the club, everybody. We'll talk about that a little later.
I want to ask you about that a little bit later. How the club is? What's going on in the
Yeah,
club?
yeah,
You know,
yeah,
give you
yeah,
some
yeah, yeah.
update.
Get your AARP card ready. It's on
already,
deck.
it already came in the mail. They said get ready for it. So,
Bruh, the discounts are amazing.
okay,
I
okay, all
pull
right.
mine out everywhere.
That's what I'm had to use, man. It's already said it. We got a lot for y'all today, man. Y'all see what what the name is today. Love
It's
football,
back,
man.
baby.
Love football. Football is here
It's back.
tonight. You get a little
It's
taste of
back.
it. Get a little taste of it
As they
tonight.
say, it's bite.
You get a little taste of it tonight, man. We got a lot going on, man. And make sure we just gonna talk them sports, man. We're gonna talk them sports. We're gonna talk about some things I've been asked a few times about this NFL season.
Hold on, Glade, real quick. Everybody, listen, y'all. I am not one of the nicest people in the world. Do not come asking me crazy questions, man. Don't be sending me crazy questions. But some of y'all gonna get cussed out. PSA. All right, Glade, I'm sorry. Let's roll.
Don't believe that, man. Make sure he cool as a fan, man. Everybody, everywhere I go, where Mace said, hey, yo, you see Mace? Hey, can you tell Mace to holler at your boy? That's what I hear. Don't believe that. Somebody love him. Somebody love him out there.
I'm not friendly.
Somebody love the man out there, man. So I don't know what he's talking about. So we got a great show, man. But make sure, man, go ahead and start this thing off, man.
So, Emmanuel Glaze, I want to start off with this story right here. And I want to know, do you think it's true or false? So Taigaloa, Tua's baby brother, he put out in the atmosphere that during the offseason, an SEC school offered him $1.5 million to transfer. Emmanuel Glaze, do you believe this story? True or false, Emmanuel Glaze? True or false, Emmanuel Glaze? Are you buying this story?
If Lane Kiffin wasn't a coach in the SEC, I would say no. But the guy who just said all that last week makes why would he lie though? You know what I'm saying? Is he trying to throw dirt on the SEC? I'm gonna get your thoughts on it. I know me, when I saw the story, I was like, that's a lot for a kid that's only gonna play 1 year to school. But if he's that dynamic, maybe it didn't sit right with me when I read it. And plus, he went public with it. That didn't sit right with me as well. But I think, Maceo, I'm going to be the guy that says I believe partial of it. I don't know if it was 1.5 million, but I believe they offered him a bag and a bag plus. They gave him the bag plus offer. I will say that. Them Tagliavolas, they kind of strong. They don't lie too much, man. You know, they got the bag already. He already got money, so you're gonna have to come strong for him. But I don't know, man. Just because I know a couple of those guys that coach in the SEC will do anything they need to do to win, especially out there with Lane and Texas A&M. Jimbo, he'll do some things to win too. But I don't know, man. I don't know. That seems I'm a little in between on that. So I think there's some truth to it, but I think he might have blew up the number.
He might exaggerate the number. Glaze,
the number might have been a little bit.
I believe this story wholeheartedly. And I'm going to tell you why I believe this story wholeheartedly. On this recruiting trail, and it's a lot of patterns of behavior that are out there, because we're seeing where kids are decommitting from prominent schools, and they're going to schools where you kind of like, he going there? Ladies and gentlemen, yes, he's going there because the bag is there. So you and I have talked about this for a stretch. Now that the cat out the bag, NIL and all this stuff here, dude, we're going to continue to hear and see these stories. And when you're talking about a high-level quarterback who we know this. The quarterback position is the most important position. Little league, middle school, high school, college, pro. If you can bring in a kid who can instantly run your offense, who can instantly decipher defenses, dude, you're going to pay that money, because It's about wins and losses. And for certain schools, I'm just gonna say this. I'm just gonna put it out there. There's a school over in Alabama. They say the bags are plentiful and they got plenty of them to give out. They flipped a couple of kids already, and I'm hearing a few more kids are going to flip because it's a certain school over in Alabama who wear blue jerseys with orange stitching that got the bag.
You know, man, you convinced me that quick. That's all you need to do. Just tell me some things. You made me have to go back into my archives of some things that have happened pre-NIL, and 1.5 ain't as much as it used to be back in the day.
It's not a lot of money, Glaze.
Not a lot of money.
It's not a lot of money.
There's a lot of sponsors that got plenty of money, and there are teams who want to get back in the conversation. They're tired of it only being Georgia and Alabama and not LSU. There are schools out there and coaches who want to be back in the conversation again. They want, and especially it's the other school in Alabama. It's not the Alabama. It's the
you want to be high. You want to be high. And listen, all I'm saying is, once upon a time, they brought in a guy who had a magical season that garnered a Heisman, a Natty, and every other award you can name, and they hadn't done nothing since. And that again, that bag wasn't like the bags that's today, but they won a bidding war. Allegedly, they won a bidding war, and you see what they got them. So, hey,
I mean, I
believe it. Glenn, I believe it.
Yeah, there's enough coaches. We've seen some dirty things happen in the SEC, especially in the SEC West, which is a grinding. Everybody wants to win in there. We've seen players go to the SEC West. You're like, how the hell they get all those players in that school? You know, there's some teams in the East that want to compete against Georgia, and that's definitely some schools down south of Georgia, and there's a school above Georgia. So I won't say that. You know what, 1.5 ain't what it used to be, and that probably is 1.5 plus NIL deals. They probably got NIL deals aligned with that too that can make you even more money. Man, so let me ask you this though, Mace. Why did he come out? Did he say why he came out?
Well, I just think when we have these media days, you've been to a lot of these. A lot of the questions, I mean, it's just some people who who don't be paying attention and they can't read the room, and they gonna ask the question.
Yeah,
I always think about when we covered the BBT, and they specifically told everybody before Venus Williams came in the room. They told everybody, hey, do not ask her a question about the accident.
Yeah.
What was the first question, Emmanuel Glaze?
Hey, so Venus, you was in an accident. You talk about it.
Get him out of here.
All I can see EG saying, we're not talking about that, man. I'm like,
Glaze, it's people, and especially in today's time, everybody wants that soundbite. Everybody wants to go viral. Everybody wants that clip that's going to be remixed on reels and all these things. So if the question is that, I mean, somebody going to answer, especially if, if they're not saying what's off limits in said press conference. So, I mean, hey, it is what it is, dog.
It is what it is. I got a serious question for you, Mason.
Yes, sir.
I need to get your opinion. Outside of the SEC and the Big Ten, do conference not even matter anymore? And the reason why I ask that is because you see Colorado's going back to the Big 12. Pac-12 pretty much is almost a desert out there. Nobody having to pick up other schools. I'm just looking. You remember you used to be able to say, man, that kid, SEC this. It is becoming not even worth talking about anymore.
Yeah.
Basically, give me your thought. Are conferences just a waste? It's just you won't see any solid conferences anymore. Let's say my thing is if for some reason the SEC falters, like some of the teams they don't win championships. Do you see a Clemson, or ACC Clemson is being all these schools are offering? Everybody want to go to SEC now. They want it to be a 30-team league. Might well be the SEC instead of NCAA. But Maceo, are conferences just a joke now? What are your thoughts on that, man?
So if you remember, right before COVID, Well, basically the power conferences were, and it's still gonna happen, but they were ready to break away from the NCAA because they really don't need the NCAA.
Right.
Eventually, we're gonna have the 4 super conferences.
Yep.
That's what they're gonna have. You're gonna have SEC, the ACC. You're gonna have the Big Ten, and then whatever everybody else get together and decide they're gonna do.
Right.
You're gonna have those conferences because what we're finding out is TV money drives these power conferences, and they can go in with their brands and basically say, "Hey, listen, we got to give us this to show our game." Think about this. Everybody really running from the Pac. The Pac-12 really don't even have a TV deal in place.
Not really.
They're like the only major conference who trying to scramble. Like right now, they like, "Hey man, show our game." You know who they need to reach out to?
No.
Tubi. Tubi will run them games. Tubi will run them games. But this is where we are. The money has driven everything so crazy. Presidents, these chancellors, these ADs, they're sitting around like, we are the most powerful people in the state. We are the most powerful people in the country. And our football coaches are just as popular as presidents, governors, all of these things. Super conferences are coming. Your conference is not going to even matter because what's going to end up happening is like how they expand the college football playoff.
Yeah.
Now we're going to get 16 teams because all y'all whined for it. Y'all some crybaby. Tired of the SEC winning. Well, what's going to happen now is you're going to have these 4 super conferences or whatever. It's going to almost look like football or NFL. Had AFC, NFC. You're going to have like, East, West, South. So, I mean, it's on the way. Everything, David Hayes, you're right. Everything is money driven. And listen, Emmanuel Glaze's favorite word, leverage, the big one, the big L, the big conference, the power conferences, they have it. They have
it. Man, if you send your kid to a power conference, do not call your son or daughter a student athlete anymore. They're athlete first.
What's that?
The athlete first, the student part of the second. Because right now, this is about money, TV deals, more money, advertising. This is professional sports now. If you want to see pure college football, you're going to have to go to Division II, HBCU. If you want to see college like you like it, where they just play for the love of the game,
right?
You got to go down because now football, especially football, is about pro sport. It's a professional thing. It's about how much money they're going to be offering your kid. 1.5. You're going to start seeing more. What I hate to see, you're going to see more camps all over the country. Everybody, this camp here with the top 100 football athletes. You know what I love about football, though? And we're moving to the next subject. No matter how many preseason camps you have, none of that matter when you put the pass on. When you put the pass on, you can be weight room. We call them T-shirt All-Americans.
Yes, sir.
When you put them pads on, everything changes. So either you're going to be a great athlete or you can get your head knocked off. It's all that is right there. Yeah, that's why you be like, man, that boy wouldn't even know nobody. He won a 4-star back in the day because he played football on the field, not in the weight room. He was on the field. So that's what I get. What you got, Maceo, man?
I want to talk boxing real quick because Errol Spence got them paws put on him on Saturday night. I hope we don't get no rematch of this because Bud Crawford, Jesus Christ, Bud, why you do my man Errol like that? Manuel Glaze, was this fight great for boxing or just, business as usual?
It was good for me. I can be honest with you, Maceo. I retired from watching boxing until this fight. I retired. I wasn't a fan of boxing anymore. I was tired of the that's my dog back there. I might just let her out. But anyway, I was tired of all the crap that was going on with it, man. I was just tired. It wasn't no great boxing no more, man. But hey, Mace, this was good, and I like Spence a lot. Hey, Mace, go ahead and keep talking, man. Let me shut some things up in the background real quick.
Yeah, go ahead and let the dog out. Everybody, I lost money on this fight because I went with Errol Spence. I don't know what I was thinking, everybody. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know what I was thinking, and I know people were telling me that the Dallas Cowboys influenced you. No, they didn't. I've been an Errol Spence guy. I know Bud can fight. My uncle was telling me you better take Bud. But something in me was like, man, Arrow. Once I watched the Showtime, the 24/7, whatever they call that thing. Once I watched that, I was like, ugh, think I made a mistake. But Crawford, hands up, hats off to you, sir. Salute. You took care of Spence. And it was crazy. After the second round, Emmanuel Glaze, once Spence got knocked out in the second round, I was like, uh-oh, this could get ugly. And he just was the same from the second round on. And then, like I say, and listen, Crawford, I truly believe Crawford was just being a man of the people, because he could have finished him like
easily
every round, but he was like, you know what? I'm just gonna punish him for a little while longer.
Y'all spent y'all hard on
right.
I
don't want y'all to go home early.
I'm gonna give y'all 6. I can take him out right now.
I can kill him now.
Y'all came to see a fight. I'm gonna give you 6. I'm gonna give his, because you know what makes sure I was so glad he did it. You know what I hate too? I hate the press conferences now before the show. They talk so much trash. Just get to the fight. But yeah, Maceo, I see somebody talking about this. I'm gonna put it up on the thing. Right there, Maceo. Crawford Mayweather. You know what? That'll be in a dream.
No.
But Mayweather 72. He our age now, man. He get an AARP card, man. I don't know that that's gonna happen anymore. But I can't say this, man. Yeah, man. Is he talking about he want to fight again in 6 months? For what? What we doing that for, man? Not everybody want to fight. I saw my man that's a little smaller. When he wins, he talking about he want to be in it too. Y'all relax, man. We let this man have his time to shine. He did a fantastic job, Maceo. I thought it was a great match. Like I said, dude did us a favor. He gave us 6 rounds because he wanted us to stay in the watch.
He did it for the culture.
He said, y'all paid how much? He said, okay, I'm going to give y'all a little bit less. Y'all paid how much? I'm going to give y'all a little bit more. Just a little bit. Just a little bit more. What's up, man? That's what I'm saying.
Crazy.
Hey, man, let me keep it going, man. You know what was crazy? You're the net, Maceo, is ABC, ESPN, and they got rid of Mark Jackson, Maceo. And, you know, I knew when Jeff was gone that this was a possibility. I used to love the whole thing, and Mike Bream even was shocked that Mark Jackson is no longer on the booth. I don't look at a lot of things, and I don't enjoy a lot of things about certain cultures and sports now, but I like good broadcast teams. And I thought Mark Jackson was a good broadcaster. I love the way he could break down the game. So what did they do? They replaced him with Doris Burke. We knew it was going to happen. Doris Burke's hot thing. And we knew that was coming.
Right.
But they replaced Mark with Doc Rivers. Now we got to hear the voice. The voice going to be all scraggly. I know Doc did this 15 years ago before he did the Orlando. But Maceo, we heard this news come down, man, and now Mark Jackson is no longer a broadcast guy for the ABC or ESPN. What's your thoughts on it? ESPN like to shake up. They fired a lot of people before. They're trying to get rid of contracts. You know what I'm saying? So what are your thoughts about it, man?
So me personally, I just feel like so ESPN, to me, they're just about temperature.
Yeah.
Who's hot at the moment? Can we get a better look? We've been in arenas, and listen, if you guys have never been around Doris Burke is instant energy. Listen what I'm telling y'all. Fantastic. Everybody recognizes her from the moment she walks in the building, whether she's coming into the cafeteria to eat with the media pregame, when she walks through the tunnel into the arena, when she walks around her seat, everybody is grasping for Doris Burke. Mark Jackson he was good, but I just think they're looking at, with Doc, you're getting a guy who's fresh out the league, who knows a lot of the players, who's coached. Doc's been in LA, he's been in Philly. So he's a bigger name than Mark Jackson. It's been a while since Mark Jackson was on the sideline. Like a lot of people, randoms, casuals, they're think that Steve Kerr has been coaching Golden State from the word go. They don't even know that Mark Jackson actually put the team together.
He put the team together.
A lot of people don't know that.
He bought all the groceries.
Right. He bought all the groceries. So in this, what have you done for me lately, society where temperature matters, it was the right move for ESPN because they're just about their share. They're about ratings. And I know a lot of people gonna have a lot to say about Doris Burke, but again, Doris Burke, check her social media. Check when people post pictures of Doris Burke or when they post videos. They're not reposting no videos of Mark Jackson and Stan Van Gundy.
Right.
I promise you that. So
Right.
I understand why they made the move, but I mean, hey, you either gonna watch or you're not. But see, this is the thing. They know y'all still gonna watch.
Yeah.
They know you're gonna watch. Y'all, in the grand scheme of things, do y'all really care who calling the game? Do you really care?
Their biggest problem is ain't the call play-by-play. It's the doing halftime and pregame. They cannot do nothing with Chuck, Kenny, and Shaq. That's what they Ernie Johnson. They cannot. They put together the worst pre and halftime team. Once our girl left to go to NBC, they've been struggling ever since the field.
Yeah.
They have been struggling.
Yeah.
That's their problem. The play-by-play sideline ain't been the problem. It's that pregame, postgame, and halftime show that they kind of put together.
But Glade, even on top of that, the product on the court. I mean, you showing us the Knicks every night. You showing us like most of the teams that you're showing, like we didn't see Denver to the playoffs.
We didn't see Sacramento at all.
We didn't see Sacramento at all. Like
right.
y'all kept trying to force the Bulls down our throat. We know they in a big media market.
Yeah,
they play sucks. Like who? That's the problem with the NBA.
Right.
It's the product on the court. But again, dog, how many times can I watch the Knicks?
Yeah, we know
that's like TBS of baseball. The Yankees in last place. They on TBS every weekend.
They're gonna give you these Yankees. Hey, the Yankees ain't gonna make. Why we okay? Like honestly, for Atlanta, it was a treat to see Shohei because we were like, hey man, this is our real first time to see the dude.
That's the only time we're gonna see him.
Yeah, because once TBS, the Nationals ain't gonna show him, but everybody else gonna keep doing what they do, man. What you got for a dog?
I gotta ask it. It's official. We will not be without starting tonight. We will not be without football until late February. Emmanuel Glade, how excited are you that football is officially back, my brother?
I'm excited, man. I am so interested. I got so many stories I'm watching this year, man. I am really, of course, with the home team, you want to see how all this play together. Kyle Pitts back, Bijan, and all that. But there are stories that just really got me intrigued about this season, Maceo. I'm so want to see what Jacksonville do this year. I know everybody was talking about, but now you get to see Jacksonville. And the one story, and I was going to ask you about this a little bit later. I want to see what Justin does in Chicago this year. Everybody was talking about last year was this and last year. Okay, Justin in year 2, what does he do with the Bears making there? Not year 2, but you know what I'm saying.
Year 3.
What does he do with the Bears this year? Everybody got to taste what he did. What does he do again? I'm not into the Jets. I don't care about Aaron Rodgers. Okay, that's cute. That's a cute thing. But I'm ready to see some of these young talent
that
we've seen for years now.
Yep.
I am ready to see what they do in this season. I'm ready to see with the talent that this quarterback, one of the best quarterback classes going into year 3, what do they do this year? I'm geeked, all these $50 million contracts, all of this stuff. I'm ready to see. And somebody asked me a question, and I'm going to ask you, you was out there at Falcons camp. Everybody was like, I saw some stuff about it. What does Bijan do? Because Bijan got the whole running backs on his shoulder this year because you were a top 10 pick, my brother.
Yeah.
You see what running backs are. You see how many? You see the free agent list for running backs? It's this wide, man.
Oh, and you the highest paid running back in the NFL this year. You getting $13 million cash, and you are the highest paid running back in the NFL this year.
So there are so many stories. I'm in. They got me. Look, make sure they do it every year. I ain't gonna watch that much NFL.
Hey, man, it's a drug that you can't get rid of, dog. You can't, dog. And Roger them know it.
Yeah. You be sitting there thinking like, oh man, I ain't gonna watch it this much, man. I ain't gonna get into it. Nope. Here I come. I'm every storyline, you name it, I'm into it. 18 games, all of that stuff, man. I am into it. You tell me. I know you. I love footballers in the comments. I saw the Daily Post. What are your thoughts, man? And what are you waiting on about football going forward?
Just like you, Glaze, just the storylines. Like for me, the more I watch the Cleveland Browns, the more I follow what's going on. I am super intrigued by this team. Can Deshaun take his rightful place back as a top 10 quarterback? Which guys survive? Because we know the injuries. Can Tua live up to what everybody? I mean, once upon a time, it was this thing called tank for Tua. Now that Justin Herbert is a $50 million quarterback, and now that he has Kellen Moore as an offensive coordinator, how does that change what's going on in LA? The Matthew Stafford story. Like, first y'all say y'all want to get rid of him. Now Sean McVay I wouldn't give up anything for Matthew Stafford. Dude, it's like you said, it's so. I ain't even said nothing about New York because I mean, that's gonna be what it's gonna be. They gonna over-report that. But I do know this: when we do talk about New York, if they don't get off to a blazing start, does that love? I mean, you see it, Aaron Rodgers, all the love. I mean, it's just such a love fest, a kumbaya right now. If they come out the gate, they open up with Buffalo. Like, imagine if they lose to Buffalo week 1 on 9/11 in New York City.
Woo!
What?
All I can say is, man, as a guy who has egg on his face from 2 years ago, that'd be me. Remember how I was like, man, Indianapolis got Matt Ryan. Oh, y'all in trouble. Matt Ryan, boy, that thing went bad so quick. Boy, that thing went horrible. Aaron Rodgers got a better arm. But if Aaron Rodgers is still 37, 36, 37 years old with a brand new franchise that he doesn't know anything about, he think he ain't had no bad media there yet. Wait till those post games in New York come around.
Right.
Wait till those post games after that come around when you done lost. When you looking like, man, you just got beat by Buffalo. Buffalo, what are you doing? We giving you 7. They're gonna start counting every penny in your pocket. You pay
every penny.
40-some million a year to quarterback. You losing like that. I can't wait to see how all this folds. But I'm more into the young talent, man. I'm excited about it. Players still getting suspended because of gambling. It's just ridiculous.
No, they still not done. I'm telling y'all, they're not done. Shout out to Terrence. Terrence say put your money on the Falcons, as he always do every year. Terrence was at camp Sunday, Saturday.
Let's just jump into it. Okay, you saw the talent. Okay, let me just. I started with this. From the reports I heard, a lot of the Bijan is very good. The hype is very good. The receivers, Drake is doing his thing. You got Kyle looking good, but all that. But I'm gonna ask you, what do you see, man? What are your thoughts? Because all that's cute about everything else, man. Show everything defense is cute. I don't care about none of that.
Yeah.
Except for one thing.
Yeah.
Ridder. Ritter.
Yeah. And
DD or TT. They don't even know the name, how to spell it right.
Yeah, it's DD. It's DD.
DD.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts, man?
So first of all, Ritter need to hire me as his practice fashion coordinator. The practice swag is terrible. Like them long socks and them ugly cleats. Like Ritter, come on, Ritter. Come on, Ritter, come on. You need like one compression sleeve or just wear 2 long sleeve. You got to either wear some footies or just some long tights. Like Ritter, come on. Then you got to have a longer shirt up under your little short jersey. Man. We gotta get his swag up. I'm gonna say this. In year 3, Arthur Smith has got every offensive piece that he wants. So now the offense, we don't need 4 weeks, 6 weeks. We'll need 8 weeks. Arthur Smith, this offense got to be on go week 1 against Carolina in Mercedes-Benz Stadium. This is the 3-year plan. You heard Arthur Blank talked about the 3-year plan. Terry Funno talked about the 3-year plan. You went and got Kyle Pitts, who was a number 4 pick. When you got Drake London, who was a number 5 pick. When you got Bijan, who was a number 8 pick. You got 3 elite offensive weapons in the top 10.
Top 10.
Nobody wants to hear if the Falcons are scoring 17 to 20 points. They don't want to hear it. And that's why this season is so crucial for Arthur Smith, because this is what you sold everybody on. You're an offensive genius. You went and got your defense coordinator who's going to change the trajectory of the defense a little bit. But everybody wants to see points from Arthur Smith, which means, hey, whether it's 25 touches for Bijan in a variety of different ways, Kyle Pitts need to have 10 touchdowns. Drake London need to have about 10 touchdowns. Like, dude, you should have 1,000-yard receiver, 1,000-yard rusher, and Kyle Pitts should score double-digit touchdowns. That's the only thing that's gonna satisfy the people in Atlanta. Period.
And also the only thing that'll satisfy, you have to win the South.
You got to win the South. You got to win the South.
The weakest the South has been.
It's terrible
in a decade or more.
Terrible. It's
no
terrible.
Tom Brady. No. I don't want to hear about. They got no. Rookie quarterback in Carolina.
Rookie quarterback Baker Mayfield in Tampa Bay.
If you don't win the South, pack your bag. I hope you rent your house, because if you don't win the NFC South at a minimum, Maceo, you got to go, man. I'm sorry. This is the weakest this division has been in years.
Yeah.
The number one team, everybody is like, if anybody saying that if you look at this Falcon team, the amount of talent they done put in, yeah, I don't care about speed. I don't care. You have got talent. This is the weakest, this division. Tom Brady retired, we think. That's what he said. If you don't win this year, at least the South, your job is in both. And not only your job, Terry's job is in trouble too, because he the one that went and got these pieces for you not even be a top. We ain't saying go far in the playoffs. We said beat the South with this worst. These are three of there's Saints ain't that good.
No.
I don't care about what's his name with the fingers. Whatever. Quarterback. I don't care. Saints. All this. You have to make sure if they don't win the South. I don't want to hear about injuries. You said, you told the fans when you drafted Kyle Pitts over our guy Justin. You said no. This is the best talent we got right now. We don't need quarterback. We Matt. Hey, gotcha. If you don't win, Maceo, if you don't win,
yeah, dude, listen,
this will be a terrible look for this season.
Glaze,
this will be a terrible look.
7-9 is not gonna cut it.
Not in this division.
A playoff berth has to happen in Atlanta this year. You spent all your money on defensive free agency.
Yes.
Again, you got 3 top 10 draft picks on offense, and you got a quarterback who you say could be your guy. David Hayes, they can't be competitive. They have to win the South. They have to win. It's so crazy because the narrative is going to get switched somewhere down the line, and that's going to be scary for Arthur Smith, because once the narrative starts changing, best believe you're going to start hearing that hot seat talk is going to be even harder. Like, dude, he has no choice but to win this division. Like, it's no reason you shouldn't win the division. No reason.
I don't care. We saw I got Arthur. Arthur ain't getting no younger, man. Y'all told Arthur this is what we need to do. And everybody was like, why you getting Kyle Pitts at the 4th pick? Best player we going to get. All right, just let us do what we're going to do. We got 3 years. All right. Drake London, hey, getting receiver at number 5. Hey, trust me. Getting rid of Calvin. Calvin had to go. We got the best receiver. We got the best, who we think the best receiver.
I'm going to do you one better, Emmanuel Glaze. Terry Fontenot said today in his presser, he said, hey, we don't draft position. Football is positionless.
Okay.
We took the best player at 4. We took the best player at 5. We took the best player at 8. We didn't take a tight end. We didn't take a wide receiver. We didn't take a running back. We took the best play. Those are Terry Fontenot words. Terry, now you know the words gonna come back.
They already done tightened them up. They ready. How you say? What you say, Mason? I got receipts. We got receipts, Teddy. Yeah, we got receipts. And I'm pulling for you, brother. But if you don't win the South this year with the weakness of this division, don't let Carolina come out winning with a rookie quarterback and not much time. Boy, stop. I'm telling you, you have to win this season. And everybody like you, they a young team. We're not saying win the NFC. We're not saying win the NFC. We're not saying win the Super Bowl. You have to win the South.
Got to win the South. You have to.
You got to win the South.
You got to be division champ. Got to be.
I know why you brought Heineke here. You brought Heineke to be that safety blanket in case Ritter's not that guy. We know why you brought him here.
Oh, no doubt. No doubt about it.
Something has to happen this year, Maceo. We can't do the give us a little bit more time. Nah, man, they already got the gasoline and the torch ready to go, boy, to make that seat.
They got them U-Hauls on deck, my boy.
You don't buy a house in Atlanta, baby. You rent. You rent because they don't unless you investment property. These investment properties in Atlanta, boy. You ain't buying no houses around here.
You got an Airbnb that thing.
Yeah, man.
We're gonna keep it. We're gonna keep it. NFL. I want to talk to you about the Jonathan Taylor saga continues to get weirder and weirder. Of course, Irsay is the illest owner in the NFL. He gonna say it. He just gonna blurt stuff out. Jonathan Taylor, he wants to trade. Irsay like, dude, no way we trading this guy. You got a first year head coach who, I mean, he don't know how to deal with this. I mean, this is a mess. EGlaze, how does this end up for Jonathan Taylor?
He gonna be playing for whatever they paying him. Because what position he play, Maceo?
He play running back.
He played running back. I'm sorry, JT. I know what you did last year. I know you ain't hurting. I know they just making up stuff on you, JT. I know you are well. They put you the physically unable to perform list. That's a lie. They just trying to make it look like you hurt or something like that. Look, man, Maceo, we need to do a running back segment every week just to talk about the running backs, man, because every week the running back is like, I'm worth this. They can be like, wait a minute. Did you not hear Maceo heard from the crush? Maceo, tell them the three positions again.
Quarterback. Protect the quarterback. Go get the quarterback.
Is he in that position? Anyone in them position JT play?
No.
No, he don't do that. He don't do that.
No.
Then after get the quarterback, then there's catch from the quarterback.
And then being the person who catch the quarterback.
That's the positions. That's the positions. Dude, after that, we might get to running backs and linebackers, but that's it.
It's so funny. I found a post from 2019 where I was like, wide receiver salaries going up and running backs salaries have flattened. I posted that like on Monday. I said this in 2019, everybody.
That hurts, man. It hurts to hear, man, because, I have been hearing wide outs, baby, my whole career with this guy, man. For 9 years, he's been telling me wide outs, baby. I'm like, no, man. No. It is what it is, man. Wide outs, man.
Everybody wants to see that ball chunk down the field, 30, 40, 50 yards. But this is what crazy, Glad. I just use this simple analogy. Me and a guy, you know what I'm saying, at work. He was a running back, so of course he feels some kind of way. I say, dude, it's this simple. Your neighborhood. If all the houses in your neighborhood going for $300,000, who are you to go put your house on the market for $700,000? Yeah, right. Now, what you gonna think happened to your house?
Gonna sit there
in the market that everybody around you selling at $300,000, 300, 305, 310, 315. You say you going 700,000. No, what you think will happen to your house, EGlaze?
Yeah. I got my flooring is better though. I got that good flooring. Don't matter. The house next to you ain't but 300. You ain't even double up a house that the same size, same everything.
Market value, dog. Market value.
And I heard some things about Bijan. They're putting him out there in the slot. He's playing wide receiver.
Everywhere.
Running backs, you got to be able to do everything. You want the big check, you got to be able to show, 1, I can stay on the field. 2, I can catch out the backfield. And 3, I can block. And I'm durable. If you're not doing that as a running back, you don't have any leverage, man. Because tight ends became a commodity once they can get out in the wide position. Once they became harder for a safety to cover or a linebacker to cover, now tight ends are just people that can make money. The Kelseys and all that. You're looking for tight ends that go out there and get in the slot one-on-one with a linebacker. That's a win.
Because they really receivers. They really receivers.
So running backs, you got to do more, man. It just ain't gonna be the same as it was.
The more you can do. It's funny, Glaze. I saw where it's one of these running backs. I can't remember who said it, but he talked about how his son not gonna play running back. And this is an former NFL running back who like my son not gonna play running back, but like you just say, gotta have other skills. You gotta be able to catch. Like you have to be able to run wide receiver routes. That's the cool part about what we're gonna see with Bijan. Bijan in trips, they got Bijan over there. Then a lot of times they in trips. Bijan is on the backside. He the X on the backside.
Mm-hmm.
One on one. So you got to see, hey, they can put a linebacker over there. Is he running routes too good? Well, you got to take a corner. So if you got to put a corner or a nickel over there, guess what? It's some extra space on the field.
Yep.
Have to be a matchup nightmare. And this is the McCaffrey effect. This is the excellent point. Terrence Percy Harvin.
Yeah,
Percy Harvin. Like now, let's hope he don't have the attitude of Percy Harvin, but the playmaking ability. The more you can do, like you said, Glad, you just said it. When you don't have to come off the field,
no.
But like you say, you first down, second down, back then on third down, here come these other back.
The slide back. Yeah, I got another guy coming in from now, man. You got to be able to run bubble screens now. You got to be able to catch that thing on a bubble screen. You got to be able to do everything. If you want the big check running backs, you can't just run between the tackles. If you look at highlights of today's players, they're not running leads no more. They are all zone, finding holes and gaps on backside, front side, or outside. That's how they finding their running. You got to be durable as a running back.
I'm even ask you this, Glaze. I think about when Debo got paid.
Mm-hmm.
Debo put that team on his back, and he made a difference.
Yep.
The year Zeke got paid, Zeke basically was like, "Hey, the offense with Ezekiel Elliott." So at the year 2, Zeke was like, "Hey, pay me."
Yep.
We've seen like those guys. Jonathan Taylor, you had a big season, and last year you got hurt. This is like, what have you done for me lately, league?
We can go back to the guy, my guy in the Giants. He had leverage till he started getting hurt.
Just say, come on, yeah.
They're like, bro, you getting hurt. And look, man, today's team, if you got a running back that's leading the team, that means that the team is just trying to get to the point where they can find the QB they need so that eventually they won't have to use you that much. Running backs, you be like, oh, man, he's carrying the ball. They just trying to get through the season to give their quarterback a little bit of leverage until, like ETN, he down there at Jacksonville. It's all about sunshine this year. It's the sunshine show. You better be able to catch out there this year. It's all about the
that's why he's so valuable, because you don't have to just give it to him on handoffs, screens. He can motion out. He run routes. He been doing that. He running wheel route. Remember the game we covered Georgia Tech Clemson that first game? Yeah. He went crazy out the backfield.
Yeah. All I gotta say for all the guys who raising running backs, it ain't over for them, but you better teach them skills. You better teach them how to catch. You better make sure they got no brick hands.
Yeah.
Or you need to put them at DB1. You want them to be there, you got to put them either so they can catch the ball out the backfield. Linebackers, we can't be 260, 270 no more. We almost got to be 215 to 230.
Boy, yeah,
you got to be fast line on the sideline.
Yeah, you better be about 225. Like you say, 230 max.
Yeah.
230 max.
You can't be ahead. You know more Levon Kirkland that was 299 playing middle linebacker because he know it was just gonna be straight leads. He
just take it on the fullback.
They'll wear him out now. They put a little slot route or some seams and some zero routes.
He won't be able to fit. He'll have a hand in the dirt.
Yeah, he'll be defensive.
He'll be in a 3 or a 5.
He ain't gonna be in there when that linebacker stand up. Boy, you better learn how to put the hand in the dirt because you're too big to be playing middle linebacker now, bro. You got to be able to run as a linebacker. You better get sideline. You got to, again, for the linebacker position, I know it's the same thing. You got to be a 3-down linebacker. If you want to get some value in the NFL, you got to be able to cover those tight ends, blitz, and tackle the run. That's what you got to be able to do, man. That's what you got to be able to do. One more team before we go, man. I want to talk about NFL, Maceo. I'm not trying to be that dude, but everybody know.
Be that dude.
Did you see the disrespect Dakota got this week, man? I didn't, Cowboys land.
I did see the disrespect Dakota.
Did you see the disrespect from the DBs? Talk to us about Dakota, man. And for all y'all, they'll call him Dak. We call him Dakota. He has
Dakota Rain Dakota Prescott. That's his name, y'all. His first name is Rain.
Until he get some big movement, he's still gonna be Dakota to the rest of us.
Right. I call him Rain. I call him Rain Dakota. That's
What's
nice.
going on with the disrespect with the what tell me, Maceo, about this disrespect to the Cowboys quarterback, the franchise guy, which a lot of Cowboy fans don't like. But talk to us about what this disrespect with Dakota, man.
So everybody, I want everybody to just relax just a little bit. Just a little bit. It's training camp. It's hot out there. You know, quarterbacks can't get hit. So Dak out here, they probably blew the whistle. He's shaking folk, knowing he can't get tackled. Then he go in the end zone, and he probably pitched the ball. Somebody like he did something. So I mean, listen, Trayvon, like, bro, I just got paid too, man. BAN, BAN, you know what I'm saying? So listen, I'm gonna call it a little cap, just a little cap, not a lot of cap.
Okay,
Look cap, because this is only a story, everybody, because it's the Dallas Cowboys.
And that's the thing too, Maceo. Look, man,
Dallas Cowboys, y'all listen when I tell you. Trust me, it was some dirty things said to Desmond Ritter on Saturday.
Okay.
It was some goofy stuff said to Drake London, but it wasn't a story. It wasn't a story because it was the Falcons. Do y'all think, how many times y'all think people don't say something goofy to Zach Wilson every day in practice now that Aaron Rodgers done showed up? They probably be bucking on Zach Wilson every day. It's not a story. Y'all, because this is Dakota Rain Prescott and it's the Dallas Cowboys. And listen, y'all, Trayvon even came out and said, he say, y'all, listen, that's my brother. That's my guy. I love the guy. But again, Dak, when the whistle blow, Dak, again, you you can't get hit. Just stop.
Yeah, just go back to the huddle, Zach.
Just stop.
You know they can't hit you. That's a fine if they hit you.
As a quarterback coach, I used to tell my quarterbacks when they do goofy stuff like that, as soon as they go in the huddle, I look at the defense. It's live. It's live.
The 4 favorite letters of any defense. Live. Okay.
This live. And then when my quarterback get hit, I be like, hey, see that goofy stuff you doing? Think about this. Remember Kenny Pickett did that fake slide and then us going to touchdown? Just imagine what would happen if the defense with the safety out there had decided to go on and just blow him up anyway.
Blow him up.
Just blow him up. Dak, stop that, Dak. Because Dak, first of all, anybody, Trayvon ain't gonna be jealous of you. Because Trayvon got big money. Trayvon just got a check.
Yeah, big check.
It ain't your check, but Trayvon got a check. So
you got a nice
he ain't tripping on you. But you got to start acting like you shaking somebody. And like I say, you probably threw the ball at Trayvon. Yeah, you probably did.
You did something a little different.
You got that kind of energy, Dak.
But you got to get. I'm in Dakota. I've talked to enough Cowboy fans. That. Shout out to our girl. Ma Jinx.
Mm-hmm.
She calls him Dakota. I'm gonna call him Dakota. That's what his mama called. I'm calling Dakota.
His mama named Rain Dakota. His name Rain Dakota Prescott.
That's right, Rain Dakota. Until you show me you deserve Dak again when you get that nickname when you out there, man. That Dak is back. Dakota, man. You'll see, man.
What's funny is, so I cracked a little joke on social media today because I wore a Dak jersey to work today. Ain't nobody said that to me all week, y'all. I just walk in the building. I mind my business. I have my laptop out. I be out chilling. You know what I'm saying? Today, for some reason, everybody had conversation for me.
Yeah, they did.
Everybody, and I'm like, dog, why y'all talking to me today? So I always tell people, if you want to know if your team fire, just put like your team jersey on or something like that, and just walk through the store. If people don't talk to you, then okay, yeah, dude. If you got on anything Cowboy, dog, people gonna talk crazy to you.
Hey, David Hayes, that is one of my teams I am very interested in this year, the Pittsburgh Steelers. I can't wait.
7-9. 7-9.
Ooh, 7-9. So Mike, coach ain't gonna get it. He's gonna have a 7-9 season.
7-9
in his career. 7-9.
7-9. 7-9. Cause Kenny Pickett is not that guy. They running my boy Najee in the ground. 7-9.
Lord have mercy.
I said it.
Okay, we're gonna have to talk about that a little bit. We're gonna put that on the back burner.
Book it.
7-9.
Book it.
7-9.
Cut this up and say this. 7-9.
7-9 for the Steelers. By the way, y'all, we got to get it going. We do it every year. We make sure we're gonna see what y'all talk about, man. We just pick'ems every year. We got the
yeah. I'm ready to set it up next week. Next week
we're gonna put it back out. Who's gonna be the Crush champion this year? We're gonna keep it going, man, like we always do. So make sure we talked about all the NFL stories and all of that thing that's going on. Outside of the norm, you've already put it out there. I'm gonna put you on the spot. Maceo Hurd, wide out, baby. Give me your top 5 wide outs to watch out for this year.
Woo! So everybody, at number 1, that boy up in Cincinnati, Jamar Chase.
Ooh, go with Jamar.
Dog, super dog. He is the guy. He's the one that why he well won. Jamar Chase at number 1. At number 2, his partner in crime and rhyme that's down in Minnesota, Justin Jefferson. Can run every route, just freaky, all that stuff. Justin Jefferson at 2. To me, I wish he had a quarterback, but Devontae Adams is still the route god. I mean, come on, y'all. This Devontae we talking about. This Devontae, Dalvin, KC, JoJo.
Come and talk to me.
Adams is a problem. Come and talk to me. Number 4, the freak, Tyreek Hill. Oh my God. Tyreek is just, oh my God, y'all. Tyreek is like that. You hear me?
Yeah.
Tyreek is like that.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. And at number 5, everybody, that boy up in Buffalo, Stephon Diggs.
Ooh.
Them my top 5, baby. Them the 5 guys I'm looking for. But the guy I do think that's going to have a breakout season is going to be that young fella in Pittsburgh, George Pickens. I've been watching him since he played Cam Newton 7-on-7. Cam, we used to get a bust over here, a flued out to come play 7-on-7 in Atlanta on the weekend.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. George, oh my God. Dave, hey, I put all the crazy stuff on my Instagram page every day. I get the clips. I put them out, the best stuff from training camp. That catch, oh my God. And it's crazy because Joy Porter Jr., he was in position.
Yeah. Nice.
He did everything right.
It was nice coverage. Perfect coverage.
Everything right. Sometimes
it's not about the
switch, man.
Sometimes the Jimmy and Joes, man. Sometimes they just good, baby. Sometimes they just good.
Man, do y'all know how many times Randy Moss people was in position and that was just damn Randy Moss?
One of his best catches with 2 people on him. When he
like him and they asked Sean McVay the other day, how did you beat out Calvin Johnson for Player of the Year in the state of Georgia 2003? Sean McVay said, hey man, look, my daddy knew some people. They probably because y'all know I wasn't betting Calvin. He's like, probably because my team won state, his team did. So and I was the quarterback. So you know, shout out to Sean McVay.
Calvin Johnson was a freak, man. He was a freak.
Everybody called him Megatron.
What you got, man? Everybody wrap this up, man. What you got for us, man?
Everybody, tomorrow, 8/4 is a national holiday. My guy, EGlaze, Emmanuel Glaze, who been taking advantage of his off time all week. The boy been everywhere. He joins the 50 club. Irish Hector, the Steelers gonna be 7-9. Don't worry about it. Emmanuel Glaze. Some of your favorite moments from doing this show as you turn 50, as you can kind of reflect. We've done we do a lot of good stuff around your birthday, Emmanuel Glaze. Some of your best thoughts from turning for just as we go into fitness, we continue to do this thing in the 50 club with our AARP card. But we get
I just got mine in the mail. I just got mine in the mail. The card came in the mail.
I keep mine on that.
Came in the mail. So you know, man, let's think about this show. Thank y'all for always rocking with us. You know, Maceo did his 50 last year. He's a little bit older than me. My favorite stuff, man, is when we talk to people that are now grown up now and doing their thing. You know what I'm saying? And things like Killer Mike was always one of my favorite interviews when he first came to the studio. He did that. We've been on everything, Maceo, cable TV, California net. We've done everything, man. But I just, I enjoyed the first time we covered the Dream and the first time we covered the bowl game. Remember we went to Birmingham?
We went to Birmingham.
Covered that. We covered bowl games. I'm just looking forward to doing it more, man. Like I'm in the 50 club, y'all. Be in the 50 club. Happy to be there, man. Honored, blessed. Half a century, man. Thank God. Because we got still, and I still feel good. Still got stuff to do, man. Still work to do out there, man.
Yeah,
still work there.
One of my great moments with you, our 50th, Lisa Ray.
Oh my God.
Lisa Ray.
Man, we had some birthday. I've had some birthday parties too.
Yeah, man. Hey man, that right there, man. Diamond Players Club.
Ooh, Lisa Ray, I got a big picture. You talking about some cheese and pictures. That when we talked to Jackie Kennedy, that was fantastic. We talked to her before we interviewed her. I think I smiled the whole time.
Boy, I laid it on thick, but I was, man, but that was super crush.
Top 50 hip hop pioneer song. To me, man, Southern Playalistic will always be that. The Players Ball will always be one of my top pioneer songs because of what it meant for the South. Just going back 50 years. Hip hop was born the same year I was born, so I'm always will be grateful for that.
Yeah,
talk about hip hop. I love seeing how it grew from just a New York thing to a California thing, and then 1993 would be 94 would be one of my favorite years because Andre 3000 got up there on the microphone and said the South got something to say. So that'll always be one of my biggest moments in hip hop. Music wise, I still listen to old school hip hop. I'm sorry,
you old school head. You old.
I can't get into the new stuff like some people. I try to get into it, but I don't, man. But I thank you all. Just honored and blessed.
Some little baby stuff slap.
Before he said all that stuff at that thing. I was a big DaBaby fan. I was really liking DaBaby.
I'm not talking Lil Baby, not the Baby.
No, I was DaBaby. Lil Baby, I was Lil Baby. When I hear that, under the same rhythm patterns, I still. I can tell the rhythm pattern, like, and then you hear the same rhymes. I need something. But thank you guys. 50 years tomorrow, 8/4. That's what we doing, man.
I got my collage ready. It's
I share the same birthday as Barack Obama. So shout out to Shay. Her birthday tomorrow too.
Her birthday tomorrow. Yeah, man. A lot of our people who rock out with us, man. It's just so crazy, man. I started to bring up this funny story about your birthday, but I ain't want to bring that one up. Well, we supposed to have a special guest that super flaked on us.
No, I'm gonna talk about it. I'm gonna talk about it right now. So when we was in the studio back in the day, man, make sure we had a whole thing. It was my birthday. We were ready to go, and somebody by the name TIP, y'all put the rest together, was supposed to come and do the show. We was excited. We was getting ready. I had my family there. We was all celebrating.
Man. Tip, the King of the South coming through the studio.
And the hardest part was trying to figure out how we were gonna put him in the show. We had the whole show. Me and Maceo were doing the show, but trying to leave space for
when the King come in. For when the King
go right into the interview. Now, for all those who don't know, we've interviewed a lot of people. We interviewed CeeLo Green, Ron DeVoe. We've interviewed a lot. So this was we was already ready. We kept getting calls. King of Adam, he looking at houses now. He getting something to eat. What? Don't look like we in traffic. What?
I said they were looking at houses at 8:30.
They were looking at houses, and we were like,
"Hey," I said, man, just say you ain't coming.
Make sure say, "Hey, man, he ain't coming, right? Just say you ain't damn coming."
No, don't give me no more update. Do y'all know I did not listen to T.I. for about a year? I put T.I. on punishment for like a year and some change.
Y'all were talking about, hey man, you look that new T.I. No, I ain't heard nothing.
Nah, I ain't heard. But you know what's so wild about that whole story and how I kind of got back on T.I.? One of my good partners who I told the story to, he was doing a school drive with them. He was like, man, you know you're supposed to be on the crush. He said, oh, man, you know what happened that night? He's like, man, such I ain't gonna say it night. Man, he lied to me. He told me too late. He was like, man, you know I would have did the show. I was like,
That was
No.
one of my birthday stories.
Got me on the phone talk. Man, look, I got Clifford right here. Homeboy, you know I wouldn't do Doug how like that. Man, I hung up the phone on him. I say, bye.
But then I had a birthday party that made up for Lisa Ray. We was at the club. We had some drinks. Lisa Bray. That was a birthday for me. That was for all that. So, you know, birthday's still going. Summer birthdays, man. Really enjoy it, man. Really enjoy it.
Vibe, man. Dude,
Yeah.
I salute you, man.
Thank you, brother.
Always proud of the work, man. You taking care of them kids, man. That's one of, I think one of the biggest, one of the dopest things that you're doing is how you just continue to just open these kids' minds up and just showing them how it's so much bigger than, you know, what's on the field, man. It's so many other jobs that y'all can do in sports.
You know,
I love what Optimized Division is doing, dude.
Y'all know me and Mace show. We didn't start the show till we was 41, 42. We didn't start this show in our 30s and 20s.
We're not mass communication majors, everybody.
No, we were just getting on the mic before all this social media was hot. We was on the mic trying to figure this out. So we're still doing this. I feel good at 50. Shout out to all my guys out there who are 50 plus that's with us, man. Much love to y'all. 50 lemon pepper wings, you know what it is. I'm getting them extra.
Gotta get them extra crispy.
Extra
crispy.
Extra crispies. But I had to do the show today, man. Shout out Mars Brown. We in the building. To everybody else, man. So let me go, man. I got something planned for me.
Yeah, man. Go do that, man. Football, get ready to come up and see that boy Deshaun Watson wear a fresh hat.
Next week, guys,
play with a down.
Make sure you're gonna give us his top 5 quarterbacks. We gotta get that in next week. So every week up until the season, get Macio's top 5. We gotta get that top 5 in, man.
Everybody, get ready to get washed in these picks. I'm winning the pick 'em this year. I don't give up.
I'm trying.
What's going on? I'm winning. I'm going bell to bell. Your boy calling it.
Who won it last year? I forget.
Corey Jones, man. I get him on the
show. I get him on the show, man.
I got to call Corey because Kobe finally sent his gift for winning. So I
get him on the show and congratulate him for the new season coming.
I should see him tomorrow because Pebblebrook travels to McKeachin.
Yeah, we're gonna probably show.
You probably gonna slap McKeachin around. I am a Pebblebrook Eagle.
Shout out to Morgan, man. Shout out to
Morgan F. Baby. First time being on the field for band.
Yes, sir. All right, y'all. Y'all have a great week, man.
We love y'all, man.
Tomorrow, man. We'll talk to y'all.
Peace.